So many things are going on in the society today. So many things are available to our kids today. Phones, tablets, internet, everything, social media. My goodness. Can we avoid them from using all those gadgets? I don't think it's possible because those gadgets are there. Yes. And if we try to avoid them from using it, we are doing them harm in so many ways. But I think there should be limits. And mostly, I think that for a successful parenting depends on the way, the early stage of parenting matters a lot. The way you deal with your kids when they were small, there are some parents. No, I cannot just say only mothers. There are some fathers also that are into this. When your child of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, is doing something that you know that is not good, instead of you to prevent him or her, to prevent that baby from continuing from doing that, you will shout, for example, oh, Emmanuel, leave that thing, keep that thing, and you'll be there just talking, and even your word, the voice you are using to talk to that baby is not even giving. The voice is just as if you're pleading with the baby. You know, how can you plead with a kid, a child of 2, 3, 4 years? So if you start at this early age to plead with that baby, when he or she becomes an adolescent, maybe I don't know what you of you are going to do. There are voice that we are supposed to talk with children. Authoritative voice. It's not, I am not saying use a very loud voice. I don't know how to describe this. But we parents are authorities that God gave to children. That is why we are their parents. Exactly. So there should be difference between the way we talk to them and the way they talk to us, because we are their authorities. That is the role that we have to play in their life. When you want to stop your child, for instance, your child is playing with this cup, and you know that it's not appropriate for the baby to play with this cup. Instead of you to, maybe, for instance, it depends. So for you to take this cup gently from the baby and keep it where it's supposed to be. You will leave it. You say, Emmanuel, leave that cup, keep that cup, and he will not keep it. He will be playing with it. You say, keep that cup, and you will you allow him. He continue to play with the cup. Are you understanding me? So before you know it, he will be used to doing that, and by the time he gets to 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, you cannot stop him again. So what you're supposed to do is, when you talk to the baby, stop this, keep that cup once. He did not keep it. Second, then you take it from him, and with a voice, an authoritative voice that say, and you teach him, do not play with this cup again. It's just as simple as that. This might not work for you, but it works for me, and it's worked for me, and it's working for me. Yes. At the early age, depends. I can remember when I was in secondary school, one of my teacher is our CRK master. He used to say that there are some parents, when their child behave inappropriately, and they will say, if you do continue to do this, I will beat you. That parent will say today, I will beat you. Maybe in a day he will say 3 or 4 times he will beat that baby, but he will never beat that baby. You are joking. You are not serious. When you continue to do this, that baby will never take you serious. He will just think as if maybe you're joking. You're playing, and exactly you're playing. You are an authority in that child's life. You have to, install that respect. That respect should come from your voice, the way you talk to the baby, the way you talk to the child. So, and that child, when he or she grows with that pattern, he will always respect your voice. Even if he gets to 15, 16, 18 years, this year is very, very critical. Yes, he will always adhere to your voice. Exactly. And that teaching will never depart from that child. But when you start from the beginning, you will be joking every time you're joking with your child. Every time you're joking with you cannot differentiate from teaching, from education, from educating the baby to joking. That is different thing. There is time for joking, and mind you, do not exaggerate. Do not exaggerate, mostly at the early stage of the child's upbringing. So it depends, that is, it matters a lot. Yes. So there are time for joking, and there are time to install authority. And through this education, through this child upbringing they are giving to your child, it is the same hand that your child will take also to raise his or her own children in their own time. All these things matters. I am not saying that you should be difficult with your child or with your children. No, but there are a limit to some certain things. If you start for this early age to always joke, leave that baby, you can never touch that baby, you can never instruct that child, you can never, every time it's playing, every time say, my dear, it becomes so boring. Later in life you are going to regret it, because you will start begging that child to behave normally. Even in the public, that child can disgrace you in public, because there is no respect between the parents and the child. So I pray that God will give us wisdom to educate our children the way it should be, so that tomorrow we all will reap the fruits of our labor. Thank you so much.